Hi guys, I'm craftbench and this is Hypermine. So I was invited on the Hypermine server when it started by Zildjian, so thank you very much buddy. It's really kind of you to invite me, and I've been on here for a bit and it's really great fun so far. So I've travelled out to an island, a snow island that I'm going to deem my own, and we are going to play Feed the Beast mod, which is currently installed on the server. So I'm going to show you a bit around my base that I've done so far. We're going to do a bit of machine building, and yes, so let's go out this way. Well, let's firstly go and change it to daytime because I'm the only one on the server at the moment, so we can sleep. As you can see, our vintage just left, so there's a bunch of people on here, and anyone who are all other people on the server, there'll be links to their channels in the description, so I'd definitely go and click on them. Most of them are more advanced than me, so I'd go through their list and just find people you like and subscribe. So here's my island. It's a snowy island here. It goes over there a bit more, stops here, and then over there we've got like a bit of a paradise island, which is really green grass and stuff. And what I've done is I've come over here and built this sort of base area here. We've got a few cows here, a sort of tree farm here, which I seem to have gone out of control, and some sap machines here. Sap machines, tree, what are they called? They're cool, they've got a name, sapling, rubber trees. So over here, I've got my base, and I've taken out a bunch of forests so I can build all this. I've got this base, which is a very loosely miniaturized version of sort of Etho's original base, but you know, I'm putting my own twist on it. And over here I've got a bit of Mistcraft stuff, which we'll get into in a future episode. And this is all just sort of design at the moment that I've got. Here's all my items I've got at the moment. All new walls, and we've got a bunch of stuff down here which we're going to get to. And on me I have got a solar helmet, an electric jetpack, some nanosuit leggings, and some long full boots, which basically means I can fly around. This will recharge itself in the sun due to the solar helmet. This I need to fix before it breaks, and this means I can fall from any height, so I can fly up as high as I want and fall down without taking any damage, so which is really great fun, and it's helped me a lot while getting started and settled into this new building. I want to say a thank you to Slip. I know it's Slip. I went around his tree before I came, and he gave me this stuff to start off with, so thank you very much buddy, that was really appreciated. I will get round to giving you a gift once I've got a bit more advanced and got my stuff together. So in here I've set up a room which we're going to be our sort of, not learning room, but sort of power generation room. And what we're going to do is we're going to sort of use these machines that I've got up here that I've pre-made. I've actually recorded this episode before, but didn't like how it turned out, so yes. So what we want to do is, when we have ores, like let's say this gold, yeah, okay. So I want to make this gold into ingots, but I can make twice as many of this. So say I have 4 ingots, instead of making 4 I can make 8, and then you can make twice as much as 8, so 2 8s are like what, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 ingots. But what you do is turn it into dust, so each one of this can make 2 dust, and that's using a macerator. So here's a macerator, all happy, and if we click in here we can go to the macerator, and you see it's got an inventory structure. I'll put this in here, and then it will burn down and turn into 2 ingots. But I need to give this power, and I can't put coal in there. I put it up there and macerate the coal, but I can't give the coal power because you have to give it electric power, which comes from a generator. Which, if I come here, I can then put coal into this, and it will put power into here. So we'll just put, let's say, 9 bits of power in here, and then it will go and power this, as you can see here. And all these machines take quite a bit to make. So masonry up here. Took some cobblestone, some flint, a machine block, which took refined iron, which is cooked iron ingots, and an electric circuit which had copper cable, which rubber, which I took from when we're over near. That's funny because Slip's just logged in on Skype just after I talked about him. Got from the sapling tree, rubber tree that I talked about. That sap, you cook it and it turns into rubber, and then copper from copper. Oh, I can't remember, brains. Copper, like ore, and you cook that and make that, and that's what helps make that. Yep, and then you put all those together and it makes one of those, and then a generator. You make a generator by generator. You make by using an iron. I made it like this way, so another machine block, and then a battery, and then obviously a furnace, which is made by tin, which you put tin ingots and that copper cable again. So you can see it's quite a lengthy process to make all this. So I have been on this server for a few hours already making all of this. So as we can see, we filled up this meter here, which took, I think, 2 bits of coal. And then this bit's got internal energy stored. So now if I put the gold ore here, it will start using this energy to macerate it, as you can see that little bar there. And then this will start burning to top up the stuff. And then what you can do is this will power any blocks adjacent to it. So here, there, above it, below it, or there. So we really should have put this up one higher. Darn, yeah, we should have actually. Well, it's not too important right now. We can still work around that. So what I want to do is I want to put the iron furnace down on the other side, and then this will, I think an iron furnace doesn't actually need to be powered by that. It's the electric furnace we want. Electric furnace, which takes an iron furnace and some more of that. But I do need the compressor because I want to. Okay, so that's working away, and as you can see, we've got 5, but yeah, we've got 6, so it's making twice as much. I'm actually going to get rid of this because there's no way mobs can get in through here. So what I need is, completely forgotten, this sticky resin is what you get off the trees, and then it makes, I bet I haven't got any, never mind. So what we can do with the compressors, that's got an internal thing as well, is one of these will make, I was convinced it was a compressor that you used sticky resin for. Let's rubber. Oh, it's better than that, of course. Oh, well, maybe it's an extractor. I've made the wrong machine. I was convinced that was it. God, how do you know what a compressor does then? Because I thought that was what you used it for mainly. So we'll get 16 from that, and then we will... I was convinced. Recipes. Uses. Okay. So what we've got here is this, and then we can go over to here and use the iron furnace, and one of these will do 10 bits, so that will do that. And then you can see it's a bit quicker than a normal furnace, and an electric furnace will be a lot faster. So as you can see there, we'll make our gold things, so we'll double how much we had. I'm just going to quickly check that. Okay, so That's going to be making our gold ingots. But what I need to do, I want to make this, you can make more rubber out of this. So what I'm going to do is I need to make an extractor, I think. So we need some tree taps and other stuff. If we make sure we have all the stuff we need 8 refined iron. Refined iron. Oh, we need the rubber, so we're just going to have to burn the rubber normally. But we'll only burn as much as we need. So we only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copper cables. We need 6 of those. So if we come over here and put 1. Okay. Find iron. We're going to need some normal iron. So let's go and macerate some iron. Now that's ran out of coal, so when we go into here to try and macerate some iron, that I just didn't even pick up. We don't need that much, so we'll just take 10. We'll see that when we click here, it's starting to macerate it, but this will power start going down because it's got stuff stored, so we'll just power a bit more up here. And what we can do, instead of doing this, you can use other forms of power to power that, such as a windmill. So while we could do that while that's doing that, let me just see what else we need. Yeah, okay, well, what's doing that, we'll make this. So what we're going to do is we're going to make another form of electricity, so we don't have to constantly use our coal. And what I'm going to use here is a windmill. And I made a windmill earlier. Windmill, here we go, which is just a generator, like I showed you how to build it before. Sorry, with iron around it. And then I have got a bat box, which nope, that's not what I wanted. A bat box car, that's interesting. Recipes. Here we go. Is made by that, and I think I've already shown you how to make a battery. Did I show you how to make a battery? Yeah, we did just earlier. Or just refresh your mind. Like so. So yeah, that's how we made the windmill. And then the bat box. And then another thing I had to make was this ultra low cable, which is just 3 bits of tin in a row. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick the bat box down here. I'm going to go up into the air. And the bat box, this is the output, so we actually want to change the face of this. There we go, so now it's pointing out to that way. And then we're just going to go up however much, and then shift click so you can put it on there so you don't go into the interface. And then we're going to go up as high as this will let us. And then we'll do that, and then put our windmill on top. And then you can see there's our windmill on top. It doesn't look the nicest thing in the world, but if I do decide to use windmills as a source of power permanent in the future, obviously I'll make it look nicer and there'll be more of it. So if we come back over here and we look in here, we can see that we are getting a bit of power from this. And now what we can do is we can connect this into this generator, so instead of us using coal, it will just use the wind power. And what we can do is we can connect that via some copper cable, which I luckily have one piece of, which we make like this, like I showed you before. So if we come around here and connect this like so, I think that should now oh, we don't need the generator. I think we can go straight into the machines. So we'll just pretend that we'll just let that charge up for a bit now. At the moment, We'll do the rest of this. So we got that much out of there, and then I'm just going to put a bit more in here just so it can finish doing that. That'll give it enough. Maybe just enough. Come over here, take that. Make that iron. And we have something over here, don't we? Smelting away. There we go. Get some copper. So many recipes to remember. Like I don't even know what we're making. Well, I think we're making a compressor, aren't we? So we need an electric circuit, which is the main reason why we've got all that refined iron. So I think there's one bit of refined iron somewhere. Here we go, and some of this. Forgotten already how to make a circuit, but I think I can remember. So it's something like this. Ah, there we go. I'm getting the hang of this already. And now we need a machine block, which if we come back through here, hopefully this will have given us some iron. And then if we go and smelt this iron again, yeah, it will give us refined iron. Like so. And then once we've got that, we'll have a machine block. So we'll have the two main components, and then we'll just have to smelt some more cobblestone, make some clean stone. I think we do actually have some clean stone somewhere around here already. Just ignore that folder. That's something to do with Mistcraft I thought I was going to do in an episode in the future. And here we've got a little to-do list: basic starter machines and power generation. That's what we're doing in this episode. So here we have some ironing. Yes, okay, yeah, because I'm making the other type of iron in the other room. What we're going to do is I'm going to make I want to look at the different types of crafting. Crafting table, advanced crafting table, auto crafting table, basket crafting table. I'll make that. Oh, that's awesome. Just stick it on the wall. Wow, we'll definitely be making some of that in the future. So what we've got here, we've got an uncrafting table, a crafty turtle, craft pack of stamp, all types of things that I don't want to do that stuff. Okay, a wooden gear. Okay, we can make all that now. Well, we're doing everything. I've sort of just to cook up. Oh, okay, I'm going to need quite a few gears then. Like so, and then we put those around a crafting table. There we go, and now we have an advanced crafting table, and if I'm right, we can go and put this in here somewhere, like here, and we can put stuff in it, oops, and then leave, and it won't fall on the ground, it'll stay in there. Like you can see that's still there, so we can start putting all the stuff that we need in here for the compressor. There we go. And it'll stay in there, so we can get all the bits we need. I think that's almost all of it. Yep, and here we go, this is all of the stuff we need. Like that, and then... oh, we're going to need another crafting table. Here we go, another machine block. Put it in here to make a compressor, and now Now we're running out of spaces where we can put this but still put stuff in there. So I'm going to put the compressor underneath it. And now we should be able to put some coal in here, let's say. And now, whoops, ooh. And now I should be able to put my sticky resin in here. Oh, I haven't just made a compressor. Oh, I was just making an extractor. Oh, no. Oh. An extractor. Ah. Darn. Why didn't you guys tell me? Okay, I'm gonna break this with a pick so I get the machine block back instead of the actual machine itself, because I don't want the machine itself. So how do we make an extractor? Okay, so we can put that in there. I'm just gonna make another crafting table so that we can be storing stuff in there, but also there we go, an extractor. A super tree tap. There we go. Now what we can do here is I think we can put this in here. Oh, good. Boy, that was some time. I thought it was going to be a nice quick first episode. And what it should do is I think it will give us 3 bits of rubber. Yes, so I'm just going to stickle that in there, and now I can get loads more rubber, and we could possibly, yeah, I'm just going to make some insulated wire, or copper cable, whatever it's called. I think that's what this is called. Hopefully it's the same. Yeah, okay, good. So now what we can do is we can see that this bat box, while we've been working, has been gathering some electric, and as you can see it's not much, but that is for 40,000, so it's quite a bit. But wind power isn't the best power. I would like to get into solar power because that's the easiest way, and then once I've got loads of solar power, then I'll sort of divulge into I'll use the word dive as a bit of a word. I'll dive into sort of other ways of getting electricity, but for this way, this is like the easiest way, I think. So now what we can do is, if I take, come over and get this all out. The macerator's still got something in it. The compressor. So what we can do now is, I think, it's almost finished. Oh, it's only going to get one more bit done, isn't it? Take the generator. Oh, I thought it was just going to be a machine block then. And I think if I go like this, now taking power from the bat box. So we can test this out by let's go over here and salt, lead, copper, or iron. Need some iron. And I should be able to put this in here, and then it will start using that. So it's using power now. So this should actually, as you can see, this is sort of going up, but it's just going down now. Yeah, it's going down because that can't make power as quickly as this is using it. So we would probably want to make some more windmills, which I probably will do between now and the next episode. But one of the things we'd like to do is do an electric furnace because it's extremely fast, and that's made by an iron furnace, another electric circuit. So we could quickly do that for this end of the episode. I think, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, Okay, so I'll take some copper, like so. Now we've got that. 2 bits of redstone and some refined iron. Electric furnace. Need 2 more bits of redstone. And then I'm going to use my wrench, which this means that there's like, I think it's like a 9 out of 10% chance that you will get the item back, whereas if you use like a pick, it's a 1 in 6 or something. So this just makes it not guaranteed, but a lot more likely that you're going to get your item back. And if you don't, you get a machine block like I got earlier. So now what I want to do is... oh yeah, that's generator, okay. I can click this thing here and it will put a crafting thing in there, and that's a... why do they both look the same? It's an iron furnace I want. And then that. And that makes an electric furnace. An even hotter topic. And now that will warm up, and you guys are going to like this. What I do now is if I put this in here, it will do it, and look how quick it is. It's very quick, but it's draining power so quickly. I think this will probably be empty. Yes, this is... yes, it's just being taken. So what we can do now... ooh. Oh, those guys don't like starting and stopping. So what we can do now is we can put this generator, let's say here, and take some cable and put it into the bat box, because anything's input, and we can just put, let's say 5 coal in there, and that will now power the bat box. This is almost like a buffer slash storage, so when I'm being used a lot, I can sort of add more power in I want, but then when I'm not using it, it will just start storing power. So now all of these things will be being used. So that's pretty much it. So we can sort of see what we're doing. So that's these are sort of the starting off machines, and I'm really pleased how this has come on so far. So what I want to look into next episode is possibly even advanced machines of these, which just make everything super fast. And I'd also like to start making a few sort of new tools. I'd like to make a drill, which if we look here, is just a normal mining drill, which we can upgrade into, wow, let's just not look at that. So I want to make a drill, which we need we can use any of these items, which will include a electric circuit, which we already know how to do, steel, which I think is the hardest bit about making this, and a battery that we've already made. And to make steel, I can't remember how we make steel. I think, and you can make steel tools as well, so we might do that as well. But what's this? An iron bore head. Oh, is that for like mining machines? Uses. Recipe. Uses recipe. Oh well. Okay, so if we... I don't think I have steel just sort of sitting around. I can't remember how we make steel, but I'll look all that up for next episode so that we know what we're doing. So thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate you guys watching this first ever episode of Feed the Beast on the Hypermine server. Thanks again to Zildjian for letting me on here, and to Flip for giving me all that starter gear. So I'll see you next episode, guys, where we'll do a bit more advanced things. If you've got any suggestions or any tips or help or anything, or if you want to like send me like tips and guides in a PM, I'd really like that, because I really struggled trying to find tutorials and stuff and this sort of starter stuff. So any advice you want to give me, guys, I'll be reading the comments like a hawk. So yeah, and yeah, I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.